I tested 8 of the most popular UK water filters you can buy right now. The ones sitting in kitchen counters across the country. The ones people trust every single day. What I found is going to change how you drink water in your own home. By number 3, you're going to start questioning everything. Number 8, the budget supermarket jug. You've seen it. White plastic, slim design, cheap replacement cartridges stacked right next to it. It looks simple, practical, harmless. That's exactly why it's number 8, because this filter gives you the illusion of control without actually delivering it. The filtration system inside relies on basic carbon and ion exchange resin, which sounds impressive until you understand what it actually does. It reduces chlorine taste. That's it. It makes water taste softer, smoother, easier to drink. But taste is not safety. Taste is not purity. When tested against heavy metals like lead and copper, the reduction was minimal. Trace pharmaceuticals, still present. Microplastics, largely unchanged. You are drinking water that feels cleaner, not water that is cleaner. And that distinction matters more than anything else on this list. People buy this, thinking they've solved a problem. They haven't. They've just made it less noticeable. Number 7, the high-capacity fridge tank filter. This one looks more serious. Bigger unit, larger filter, often marketed for families. It promises longer-lasting filtration, fewer replacements, more value. But scale doesn't equal performance. Inside, it uses the same core mechanism as cheaper jugs, just more of it. More carbon, more resin, more volume. The issue is not capacity, it's capability. When pushed with higher contaminant loads, this system struggled. Chlorine dropped, yes, but nitrates, commonly found in agricultural runoff, barely moved. And nitrates are not something you can taste or smell. That's the problem. You think you're safe because the water tastes fine. But chemically, it hasn't changed in the way that actually matters. And over time, that builds. This is not a failure you notice immediately. It's a failure that accumulates quietly. Number 6, the branded advanced filtration jug. This one costs more. The packaging is better. The language is sharper. Triple action. Max protection. Certified reduction. Words designed to reassure you before you even open the box. And for a moment, it works. Until you test it. Because the certification claims, they're real, but they're narrow. Specific contaminants, under specific conditions, at specific flow rates. In real kitchen use, performance drops. Fast pours reduce contact time. Warmer water reduces efficiency. Older cartridges lose effectiveness faster than advertised. What you're left with is a filter that performs well in controlled environments and inconsistently in real life. And nobody buying this is testing lab conditions at their sink. They're filling a glass and assuming it's safe. That assumption is what this product relies on. Number 5, the alkaline water filter jug. This one sells you something different. Not just clean water, better water. Higher pH, improved hydration, added minerals. It sounds like an upgrade, like you're not just removing bad things, you're adding good ones. But here's what actually happens. The filter prioritizes altering pH over removing contaminants. It shifts the composition of the water without adequately cleaning it first. So you can end up with water that is technically more alkaline but still contains the very substances you were trying to avoid. It's like repainting a wall without fixing the mold underneath. It looks improved, but the underlying issue hasn't gone anywhere. And in some cases, the added minerals create a false sense of health that distracts from the lack of actual filtration performance. Number 4, the tap-mounted filter system. This one feels like a step up. It attaches directly to your faucet, filters water as it flows. No waiting, no jug, no refill. Convenience is the selling point. And it delivers that. But convenience introduces a new problem. Speed. Water moves through this system quickly, which limits how much time the filter has to actually do its job. Filtration requires contact, time, interaction. Without that, reduction rates drop. In testing, this system showed inconsistent removal of contaminants depending on flow rate. Turn the tap slightly, performance improves. Open it fully, performance drops. But no one stands at their sink calculating optimal flow angles. They turn the tap on. That variability makes this one unreliable, in the exact moment people rely on it most. Number 3, the premium glass jug with eco cartridges. This is where things get uncomfortable, because this product is built to look like the right choice. Glass instead of plastic. Sustainable packaging. Recyclable filters. It appeals to people trying to make better decisions, not just for themselves but for the environment. And that intention is real, but intention doesn't guarantee outcome. The filtration here is moderate at best. It reduces chlorine, slightly improves taste but struggles with dissolved contaminants. The focus has shifted from performance to perception. You feel like you're doing the right thing, and that feeling replaces the need to verify whether it's actually working. This is not a bad product in isolation. It's a misleading one in context, because it positions itself as a premium solution while delivering mid-level results. Number 2, the gravity-fed countertop system. Now we're moving into something more serious. Larger unit, multi-stage filters, often used by people who actively care about water quality. This one performed better. Significantly better in some areas. Heavy metals reduced, chlorine nearly eliminated, some microplastic reduction observed, but it still failed where it matters most. Bacteria and certain chemical contaminants remained. The filtration media used here is effective, but not comprehensive. It handles part of the problem, not all of it. And because this system looks robust, because it takes up space, because it feels like an investment, people assume it's covering everything. It isn't. It's a partial solution presented as a complete one. Number 1, the influencer-endorsed Ultimate Filter Bottle. This is the one you've seen online. Sleek design, bold claims, portable purification. It promises to turn tap water into something close to bottled spring quality instantly. And it fails. Not just slightly. Fundamentally. The filtration element is too small, too fast, too limited to meaningfully reduce most contaminants. It improves taste marginally, and that's where the benefits end. Everything else is branding. Everything else is positioning. You are paying for convenience and aesthetics, not performance. And because it's marketed through trust, through familiar faces, through confident claims, people don't question it. They use it daily, believing they've upgraded their water. They haven't. They've just repackaged it. So those are the 8, and 5 of them fail in ways most people will never notice. Not because the problems aren't there, but because they're invisible. You can't see nitrates. You can't taste heavy metals. You don't feel microplastics. That's what makes this category so dangerous. It's built on perception. Now, the 3 that actually worked. And when I say worked, I mean they changed the water in a way that matters. Worth buying. Number 3, the certified multi-stage jug with high-density carbon and ion exchange. This is what people think they're buying when they pick up a standard filter. And this one actually delivers it. The difference is in the density and the flow design. Water moves slower, spends more time inside the filter, interacts properly with the media. That results in measurable reductions across a broader range of contaminants. Chlorine, heavy metals, some organic compounds, all reduced to levels that make a real difference. It's still a jug, still simple, but engineered correctly. And that's enough to separate it from everything below it. Worth buying. Number 2, the advanced countertop filtration system with multi-layer cartridges. This is where performance becomes consistent. Multiple filtration stages targeting different contaminant groups. Carbon for chlorine and organics. Ion exchange for metals. Additional layers for finer particles. The key here is balance. No single stage is overloaded. Each part does its job. And the result is water that is not just better tasting, but measurably cleaner across multiple categories. It's not perfect, but it's reliable. And in this category, reliability matters more than anything else. Worth buying. Number 1, the reverse osmosis system. This is the point where filtration stops being partial and becomes comprehensive. Reverse osmosis forces water through a semi-permeable membrane that removes a vast range of contaminants at the molecular level. Heavy metals, nitrates, microplastics, many chemicals, all significantly reduced. This is not a minor upgrade. It's a different standard entirely. The trade-offs are real: cost, installation, water waste. But in terms of output, nothing on this list comes close. This is the system that doesn't rely on perception. It delivers measurable, repeatable results. So what does all of this mean for you? It means most people are not filtering their water. They are modifying it, changing how it tastes, how it feels, how it looks, without actually addressing what's in it. And that gap between perception and reality is where bad products